What up, guys? JZNES here, back with some Backlog. Back to the Backlog. You know, back doing that again. So here's all my stuff that I've done for January here, and it's been a good month. And I've finished a lot of games. I've got some more going, ready to, on the back burner here, and then a lot of games I picked up. So we'll get into that. But let's start with what I finished. Me and my brother finally finished Evil Within. Pretty good game, it's like, it's a real natural successor to the Resident Evil, Shinji Mikami and all that, and it's more like Silent Hill, honestly, than Resident Evil, but almost more like Silent Hill crossed with Resident Evil 4 or something, because it's more combat-centric and whatnot, and it's pretty good. I like a lot of the boss encounters and stuff. A lot of people don't like this game for whatever reason. I thought it was a pretty alright game, it didn't blow me away. It wasn't my favorite game of the year or anything, it was a pretty good game, I'd give it like a 7.5 or something like that. And yeah, me and my brother have been playing this for a few months now. It was nice to finally finish it, and move on so we can play the next game that we're going to play, which I'll talk about here in a little bit. But yeah, overall, I'd recommend it. It's a pretty good game, and you can get it for real cheap. I got this nice lenticular cover here in the game here for PS4. I got it for $10, and so I thought that was a pretty good deal. So I think I got that at a discreet playlist, so you guys might not get as quite as good as a deal as I did, but yeah, good enough game, good, pretty decent. All right, other one I finished was Ocarina of Time here, 3D, the remake. The only thing I would have to complain about is that maybe it's a little bit too easy. They made like the Stalfos enemy. You can like there's a pattern you can do with your big Goron sword to kind of cheaply and exploit it out really easy. And it's kind of disappointing that they made little aspects like that, and just a lot of things like that. And with the gyro control, a lot of things are a lot easier, which can be a good thing and a bad thing. It's a double-edged sword, kind of thing. The water temple, you can use your iron boots there just as an item, so that's nice. You got more item slots, but you have to touch the screen to activate the items, which is kind of awkward. The Ocarina controls are all different. Once you get used to it, though, it's Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time is obviously one of the best games ever, and one of my favorite games. Actually, the second game I ever got for my 64 back in the day, which was the first console I ever owned. So obviously, regardless of what they changed, Ocarina of Time, holds a solid place in my heart, and they didn't really change that much. They just made it a little bit easier, which, here or there, however you want to feel about that. But I'd still highly recommend it. You've obviously probably played it at this point. But the only other thing is that, like, why can't I play this on my TV? That's the one other thing is, like, I don't want to play it on my 3DS. It was fine, portable and all that, but I'm not really sold on that whole thing. I'd love to be playing this on my TV, because it's like Ocarina of Time was a game that to me is an adventure. I'd want to play that on a big screen. Nintendo, why haven't you released this yet? A device where I could play this on a Switch or something. I don't know. But anyway, that's a great game. And then my other one here that I finished this month is it's a great game. I probably call it my game of the year, maybe last year. Wait, what's that? I don't see it here. It's not here. Yeah, that's because there is no physical edition of A Hat in Time. And A Hat in Time is a fucking awesome game. It's a callback to really great 3D platformers from the old days, like Banjo-Kazooie and Mario 64. And even games like Luigi's Mansion. It shuffles all these great, different genres and stuff, and it's so cute, and it's such a great world, and it's really fucking good, and the music's really fucking good, and I highly recommend it. But it's a crying shame that there is no physical edition, because that is bullshit. That's bullshit, but yeah, no, but seriously, it's like, if any game this year deserved a physical edition, like, we knew Life was Strange was gonna get a physical edition, but this, where's A Hat in Time's physical edition, fuck it. I don't know. It was a great game, but, yeah, so I finished that. It's one of those special, experiences with the game that I had. I didn't want to stop playing it kind of thing, and I'm sad to see it end, and the ending It's great. I won't spoil everything, but it's a great game, and I highly recommend you go pick it up immediately. So, all right, and so let's go with games that I will be playing for next month, basically. And first off, we got Wolfenstein here, which me and my brother have put as the next game to play, and we've played a little bit. It's a first-person shooter. It's got this weird like time mechanic, or like this not time mechanic, but it's like a veil mechanic. You can use it as a time mechanic. There's all these little implications of that. It's pretty interesting so far. I didn't really know what to expect going in, and I'm liking it so far. So hopefully more to come on that in the future. Probably like 5 months from now we'll have this done. So there you go. There's that one. Another game I was playing briefly with my friend John. I probably won't like make this the next one I'm going to do at any point. I really want to dedicate some time to this. But me and my friend played it really briefly. It was Dark Souls. I finished Demon Souls back in the day before I was really like doing YouTube prominently again, I think. But anyway, Dark Souls, I played a little bit of that. Pretty good, pretty hard, which, you know, is the nature of the game. So someday I'll get to that. I don't think it'll be next month, but I was playing that at some point. Dragon Quest Builders, which I actually do want to play a little bit more of. My friend Mayab is actually playing a little bit of this on Switch, on the demo there or something like that. And he recommended it, and I thought, oh yeah, I want to play that, you know. So I went back and started playing it, and it's pretty good. It's like Minecraft, but it actually takes place in the alternate world of the spoilers for Dragon Quest 1. Oh my god! If you haven't played it by now, just, you know, go play it. I don't know. When you get to the end of Dragon Quest 1, you get this choice, which isn't really a choice, because if you choose the option where you take half the world, the Dragon Lord actually kills you, and that's it. But this game actually takes place in that timeline where you chose the half of the world or whatever. So the world's in like desolation or whatever, and you have to like go and rebuild it. And I thought, wow, that's actually pretty cool that they're going into alternate continuity for the Dragon Quest series, which is neat. So yeah, it's pretty cool, and a lot of Dragon Quest isms in here. The only thing that I haven't seen so far is they should have had some sort of traditional leveling system. I think that would have been really neat to add. They added it to the Dragon Quest Swords game there, and I thought that worked fine. So I mean, yeah, I wanted like a traditional leveling system. It's not a make or break thing. The game's still a lot of fun, building stuff and whatnot, but it's a really chill game, and you know, I'm looking forward to playing more of it. So I'll definitely be playing a little bit more of that this month. And actually, just before this, I thought, hey, I really want to play an RPG that I need to finish. And since we're playing Wolfenstein at my brother's place, I don't have my PS3 like set up or whatever. And I'm lazy, so I don't want to set it up again. So, because I was playing Final Fantasy V on there, and I'm on and off with that game for like years now, trying to beat it. So that's something I might be playing a little bit of this month. We'll see how I feel about that. But what I'm definitely going to finish this month is Pokemon Omega Ruby, because I'm almost near the end there. I just got past the part with Groudon, and I just caught that, so I'll be headed to the Elite Four soon here after I do that next gym battle. And I should have this game done by the end of the month, meaning I can finally move on to Sun and Moon and all of that stuff. So, yep, there's that. You know, and as much as I finished this month 3 games, it's just actually pretty good for a month, you know, finishing 3 games, you know, half time or whatever. Alright, anyways, I actually picked up more games than either I finished or that I'm even going to be playing next month. So let's get into it. Some of these were from something a friend picked up for me, like X-Files here. He knew that I'd been watching the series more recently, and I finally finished it. Like, wow, it must be like months and months ago now. But yeah, so he knew that I wanted that I was a fan of this, you know, or whatever. So he picked up the game for me. It looks pretty cool. It looks like there's like FMV like style cutscenes, you know, better than Sega CD quality. Actually, the quality looks pretty good on the cutscenes, but apparently you're, you know, like you're like a new agent. You're helping out Mulder and Scully and stuff, and this sounds pretty cool. You know, I'm down to play it. So, it just sucks that I added all these games because this means that they're on the backlog now. That's all right. You know, I'll talk about that in a minute. And I got the Kingdom Hearts series here. This is Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and this nice like what do they call that? Like the Digibook edition or like the collector's edition or whatever. I don't know. They're called Digibooks when they're like Blu-rays and stuff. So there's the first one and the second 2.5 and the PS4 one that's 2.8 or whatever. So this has like most of the games, if not all of them, or just like all the essential ones. So I want to do the Kingdom Hearts series because I know Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out, and I'm actually obviously really big Disney fan. So it's right up my alley, and the big Alice in Wonderland fan as well. And I don't remember where I saw it, but I saw like part of a level of that in there, and I'm like, all right, I gotta get this now after playing Alice Madness Returns, so I could never have too much Alice in Wonderland. So Kingdom Hearts, you know, I'm looking forward to it. Dragon Quest Heroes 2 here, which really looking forward to that. If you saw my review of the first one, you know I loved that game. And this game just looks to be bigger and better than the first one, and you know, really excited about that. Really want to play that at some point. So it's Dragon Quest Heroes. You know, I really want to play that. All right, so I gave in. I bought Metal Gear Solid 5. It was $10. It's, you know, whatever. Metal Gear Solid 5. I do want to play it and finish it at some point. I don't know if I ever like mentioned my disdain and like just like the fact that I really didn't want to ever. I was never gonna buy this game or play it at all because David Hayter was the voice of Snake, and they changed all this other stuff in there, and it's like it just didn't seem like, you know, a very good game. But I'll play it eventually. I'll have it. I figure $10. I might as well have it in the collection there. You know, I mean, if I never get around to it, which I will. The Girl and the Robot, which I don't know much about. I think somebody in the Metal Jesus crew, I think it was Radical Reggie or something, recommended this at some point in one of the videos, I think. And if not, then I don't know. But it just looked really cute, and it kind of reminded me of Last Guardian. And after playing A Hat in Time, I'm really wanting to give a lot of more indie games a chance. And this looks sort of in the same vein, but like maybe crossed with like The Last Guardian or something. I don't know. It looked interesting, and it looked cute, and it's got a unique aesthetic, and I really want to play it. I'm excited for it. I don't know how it is. I don't know if it's good or bad. I haven't heard anything about it, which is also good. That means, you know, it's going to be cool because it'll be a fresh experience. I got this game Yonder here, which the Geek Remix girls did a little small like intro let's play to kind of get people to buy the game, and it sounds cool. It's kind of like it's like if Breath of the Wild took out the combat, basically, which sounds stupid, but I'm interested. You know, it sounds kind of cool. You get to sort of Animal Crossing, more like you get to go around and do kind of side quests for people and explore a world, and I don't know, it just sounded pretty neat and it looked pretty cute, and I'm all for it. You know, I want to play it because it looks cool. So, and then I got this, which, okay, well, that doesn't matter. I got this Inside and Limbo collection here. It was like $10. I don't really know much about either of these games. I just remember people saying Limbo was pretty cool, so I'm like, $10, it's a new game, I guess I'll play it, you know, kind of thing. So there's that, and yeah, that's it. And that's maybe anticlimactic ending at a game I know nothing about. But my tip for this month is actually inspired by a John Hancock, another one of the Metal Jesus crew there. His video, he actually did a video about backlogs more recently, and I thought that was kind of interesting. And basically his sentiment was just to not really worry about it, you know. Just let it be, you know. You're going to play your games when you're going to play your games, and that's fine. And that's often what gets people into these situations where they have giant backlogs to begin with. But I agree to an extent. If you're gonna like be like me and try to do a few games every month, don't be so disappointed that you don't end up doing all of those games that you wanted to do in a month. You know, if you even get one game done, that's cool, or just part of a game. I don't know. you gotta focus on, you know, what's important to you in your life, and sometimes there's priorities. Sometimes this is, you know, this is just a hobby. You're just having fun with this stuff, so it's not necessarily as important as some of the other things in your life. So, you know, just don't stress about it, and as much as these tips are meant to help you try to, you know, do your own backlog and get through that, and sort of show you that I can do my backlog with all these games. It'll inspire you to do your own. You know, if you don't finish a game in a month, don't feel too horrible about it. It's just a backlog of video games. There's more important things out there in the world, obviously, and it's just meant to be fun. So, you know, if you don't take it too seriously, you know what I mean? So just do it at your own pace, basically, you know, and don't stress about it. And you'll get them done someday, you know, and someday you'll get them all done, and hopefully, you know, that's the intent here, is that someday I'll get through all these fucking games. But anyways, you know, this has been JZNES, back with another backlog video after all this time, which has only been a month, so I don't know why I'm saying after all this time. I guess the last one was less traditional, so it just feels like it's been a long time or whatever. But yeah, I will see you guys next month. Not that I won't see you in videos before then, but, you know, not that I'll see you anyway, but you're seeing me now, so. Anyways, this has been JZNES saying, keep it classic, because I don't think I've said that in a while, and stick around for more reviews, backlog, and underrated games, and, you know, maybe some other stuff thrown in there in the middle, some NES 101, maybe some Nerds and Phonics, I don't know, you know, I guess you just have to find out, you know, so, until next time, JZ